Hello my fellow freaks, I'm your Dark Overlord, the Chaotic Freak, and today we got together to play more Dungeons and Dragons with Soul, Colt, and Seth. Say hi everybody.
Hello. You can call me Setter.
Yeah, which I still think is a weird name, but whatever.
I'm just saying out to anyone. I don't know, it doesn't, it's a general, to anybody statement.
Right. Anyway, so, Colt, would you like to... Colt, you want to start us off?
Alright, last time our heroes returned to the village. They processed their loot and went to Dreamland where they spoke with the goddess. And we had a whole bunch of references and callbacks that no one will understand but us.
And now Dirk is a little down because Al's not there anymore.
Right? As you make your way off the ship, Sal, for once, is not actually smithing. If you look over, you can see these lines of gleaming metal swords and spears, now completed. Whereas it would take him forever before, he has now completed what looks to be enough to arm an entire cavalry. There
you go.
Wow, that poor ooze is just being used up. But wasn't the whole point we brought it away so that wouldn't happen?
There's like a stump, like a long log inside, like half inside of the forge, and the ooze appears to be chomping on it. Like chomping.
Oh, it's like getting food now.
Yes, it is eating.
Can I name it Council first?
Is that a House Moving Castle reference?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
House of Moving Castle, yes.
No, not House of Moving Castle. It's Howl's. What's his name again?
Yes, Howl's.
It's Howl's Moving Castle, not House of Moving Castle. Howl's Moving Castle.
Now it's Sal's moving smithy.
Is it moving though? I mean, I know it's turning because there's a windmill on it. Yeah, but is it moving?
I don't know, Dirk. You see some plans that look like spider legs under a smithy for some reason.
That would be awesome, though.
Sal and Abel are just talking up over here as they see you and sort of wave you over. So I was like, Garcenta would like to see you all. You've never met Garcenta?
Oh, we should go meet Garcenta.
Garcentia. It's placenta, yeah.
She's quite proud of what you did for us. Water.
Well, I would say you should actually thank Muse. She's the one who created the water.
The little sprite is quite nice. Quite a nice sprite.
By the way, Colt, I just want to point out, back when we were here last time, you drew a little dot right here and you never got rid of it. I've been staring at it this whole time. Like, since we come back, I've been staring at it this whole time. I can't take my eyes off of it.
Now it's gone.
Alright.
Now I kind of miss it. Now I kind of miss it.
For flower seeds.
You tell them. Abel goes, alright, we'll meet you outside the house.
If you want, you guys can, like, basically meet Garcenta before me or whatever, and I'll come in later.
Alright. For the sake of this, we'll do Domdre first. Alright, you walk over there with Vale. She is outside, just looking at the twigs, like, hey, twigs.
Domdre!
Oh, hello there.
We've come back from our journey. We met a water spirit along the way. We took out the Wisp King, and I got you these. He pulls out the pouch of seeds.
Oh, excellent. Where did you find these?
They were in a kind of weird forest.
Ah, okay, well, every forest around here is a weird forest. Thank you so much. I'll begin planting them immediately. With the water nearby, I can actually water them and keep them alive this time.
They create a magical glow. It'll look great around your tower.
I hope that's all they do.
I think it's all they do. They look nice.
Thank you so much. If you come by later, perhaps you can help me with watering.
I'd love to.
She sort of smiles. Thank you. And she takes the seat, and she begins tearing up her arrange twigs and digging holes for the seeds.
Okay, cool. I'll talk to you later. I gotta go with my party to meet someone.
As you come back, can you roll a perception check as you start walking back? They're all waiting outside for you, actually.
Oh, alright. Perception.
Okay. Yeah. You see Abel making a kissy face towards Sal, and Sal is rolling his eyes while smiling. You look at, hello, Ranger. Let's go in.
Towards Sal?
No, he's making it about you, but to Sal. Like, hey, the human wants to make out with the kids.
Oh.
Alright. So, Abel opens the door, and you all step inside. The first thing you notice when you step in, it's quite warm and quite humid. There are torches around the circular tent, and despite its quite large size, it is one room. In the middle of this room is this shallow pond containing what looks like the longest mermaid you've ever seen.
Okay.
She has this serpentine lower half coated in this pink scale that just winds all the way around the pond in this spiral. Her body is only slightly larger than a regular human's. She's quite thin. One of her arms is bandaged and cast, and she appears to have bandages across her forehead and her left eye. She has this wavy blonde hair it just looks quite beautiful. This is some kind of mermaid, you can tell. Yes. So, traveler, you're the ones who restored our water?
There are a lot of non-humans here.
It is
You're
not
just starting to feel a little, like, enclosed.
A little dirty. It's like, oh man, I got skin some of these things.
He's having some Monster Hunter PTSD.
Humans.
roll a some sort of saving throw. I don't know what the saving throws are.
He says, thank you. I also heard you killed the Wisp King.
That we did.
I don't know how they heard about that since we didn't say it, but yeah, we did.
Well, I told Andre, and last night I told them that, we would talk about it more the next morning.
Yeah, but you didn't say that we killed him. You said we encountered him.
You said she would go introduce herself to the town. Do you remember?
Oh, so she probably said it. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so I point that out. Hughes was here.
Whatever. I was only saying this out of character anyway, so I mean...
Okay. Whatever. Okay, fine. Whatever.
She's quite lovely. She was agreed to help us in, creating an aqueduct of all things. It'll help transport water all across the village without even having to walk up to the village.
Wonderful.
Nice.
I invited you in here just to extend my gracious thanks to you and offer you and your the other passengers of your ship a place to stay while we work on a way to get you home.
We appreciate the gesture.
Of course. If there's anything I can do to help you, you just need to ask.
Well, actually, Colt, this is Garcenta, right?
Yes.
Garcenta, correct?
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, is there anything more we can do to help the village along?
Oh. Well, at the moment, we have our water. Our hunters are finding plenty of game. We may have some time yet, but if you could just help our rangers each day and gathering up food, it could help. Offset. Since we have many more mouths to feed, we need to find much more food.
Well, for Monster Hunter, that shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, it just kind of looks at Dirk.
No, it shouldn't. Looks back.
No, that's what I'm saying. She said it shouldn't be too difficult.
Right.
Oh.
It shouldn't.
Yeah, okay. He sounded like aggressive when he said that.
Is there anything you want to add?
I thought you were doing like being smug about it. That's all.
A little bit, yeah, but you sounded more like he was trying to correct her. I don't know, whatever, that was a weird encounter. Let's move on.
Alright. So, she thanks you for the offer. She mentions that she could use hunting. To you, Renee, she says, we could always use more healers. The game here is quite dangerous. It could hurt. It could hurt them.
She goes, yeah, I guess I can help with that.
She then looks at Amos. Oh, you're a Yanti. Are you from the actual settlement?
Yes, I am. Just wandering.
Oh, just
now in fam.
Yep.
In family.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. If you could do me a favor and just not tell your people about our location, it would be helpful. We're still trying to get off the ground.
No problem. I will.
Thank you. You seem a nice soul. It's just a shame more of the Yanti aren't like you.
Seth, is Amos pretty tall?
We never rolled for height.
You can pick.
Oh, yeah, taller, you know.
Okay, well, Dirk, who is relatively average height, maybe a little shorter, walks up to you and like kind of throws his arm around his back, around your back. And he's like, "Yeah, this guy, Amos, he's great."
I just kind of look at him, you know.
Too much? Too close? Sorry.
They're sort of at both your feet. Rare. Anyway, Griffin says, if there's anything else I can help you with, just ask. Otherwise, feel free to take part in the village. I'm sure with all the water, there'll be quite the celebration soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright. And you take your leave. You notice that as you leave, she sort of sinks down into the water a little and begins resting. May I, anything you want?
I don't know what to say. I have nothing.
Actually, I rush back in and I'm like, actually, Garcenta, I have a question.
Yeah.
How did you get here? You're a giant mermaid in a little pond. How do you like it here?
She laughed. Yes, I am here of my own volition. We're not too far from the sea. I could crawl if I needed to. Wouldn't be the most dignified thing. And yes, I brought myself here. I'm actually the one who started up Mothwall, in a way.
Why?
Well, the orc tribe that makes up the majority of the population was decimated beforehand, on the verge of extinction. I hoped to rally them with the help of Abel and Sal and Dondre, and then Aluna a little later, and we formed a village. Unfortunately, we've just had so many horrible things happening, trying to keep us staying together.
I see. Alright. Well, that's all I really wanted to ask you. So thank you.
Thank you for your concern.
So,
Right.
alright.
Feel free to come
Take
back.
my leave.
He says, feel free to come back to me anytime.
Thank you.
Okay. Alright, and you leave. For the sake of brevity, basically you have a pretty long period of time now where you can help the village out and do activities that would take a few days normally. So, for about the next week, is there anything y'all wanted to do in and around the village?
I want to train Vale.
And Vale? Nemea, anything you want to do?
I guess talk to...
About 7 questions you can ask your amulet.
Ah, that's a good point. Well, the first question is just gonna ask her name.
God dang it. I'm serious. I wrote down every single name I needed to, except that one.
Make up
Yep.
a new one. Or just give it a stock name for now.
My name is Placeholder.
Yes.
I think it was Vizimi.
Vizimi?
Vizimi.
Vizimi, okay. Second day, she's actually gonna ask her how she wound up in the amulet.
Wait. What if the amulet was actually like, I think it was Vesami?
Oh, that'd be funny.
Alright. Second, you're going to ask how she ended up in the amulet.
Yeah.
I was attempting to save the Lady Al from her life as a deity. She tricked me with the contrary sign and reversed the curse upon myself.
Very different from the tale we were told from Al.
Well, yeah, but you can't even hear this.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well,
Like,
okay.
me.
Third day, I'm actually asking about it again. But what I'm gonna say this time is basically kind of recant what Al said and say. So, what do you mean you were trying to save her from from being a deity, and then she tricked you exactly? Can you expand on that?
Al did not become a deity on purpose. Someone else was intending to become one. She happened to be in the right place at the wrong time, and took the divine power into herself instead. She was lost and confused. I approached her with an offer to keep her safe for eternity. She insisted we write a contract. I signed it, and what was once her fate became mine.
So you're gonna put her into the amulet.
For her protection. It is not a barren existence, but a safe one.
Okay. On the fourth day,
Matt,
yeah?
Matt. On the fourth day, Dirk actually approaches you and he's like, "Hey, have you talked to the amulet yet? I know you've been doing that."
I do. Okay. She kind of looks at him and goes, "I have plenty of conversations with my amulet, but they're for my ears only."
Well, I know you talked, but I was wondering if you could ask about those flowers to make sure they aren't gonna, become something we have to worry about.
At the fourth day, they are sprouting up, and they just have these little orange, like tiny orange petals that sort of glow in the dark.
She kind of sighs and goes, "Sure." So on the fourth day, she asks about the flowers.
They are Feywild flowers. They're used as something of a base in many potions as spell ingredients for those inclined towards the Fey. Otherwise, they are harmless.
Alright. Okay, and Dirk's gonna go tell Domdre. He's like, "Thank you, man."
Hey guys, I am recording. Can you please watch what you say?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fuck my guy.
Anyway, I'm sorry, what just happened?
Dirk told Andre about it. Anyway,
Okay.
And also thank you, man.
Right.
You made out the wall in the window.
what does everyone else do?
Sit up. I left my Sit up.
Hey, can
Sit
I
up.
set my
Ask him. Sit up so we can sit down. Damn, nigga, you're gonna fall off the fucking bed.
It's really hard to hear over Matt's roommate.
Bro,
Yes, I know that's very difficult to hear over them.
Can I set my hunting trap each day?
Yes. And you also have a feature
Up there, that shit is fucked up. Now I have to be dookie on the floor.
But you want to do that?
Are you serious? Shit all over your
Right.
floor.
Roll for the trap 7 days. Roll with the food. Roll 7 times.
For what? Roll.
Hold on. Wait. Maybe it's not even. Let me check something. What do you do? I'm looking at your character sheet.
Right.
Loot trap. Hunting trap. Hunting trap. Okay, I think it would just be a survival roll. Set the trap. Okay. Yes, roll it 7 times. Or roll survival 7 times. Yes, survival. And okay. Okay. You bag 2 deer, 4 rabbits, and then on one day you come back and there is this very, very big bear stuck in your trap. Luckily, you usually come out with a party of orcs who very easily dispatch it and take it back to town to help feed everybody. So you don't need to combat.
Okay. And
You contributed significantly to the food crisis. Good job.
right.
they actually pay you for these. You get 300 gold for all the stuff you got for them. So you can add that to your sheet.
How do? Okay, never mind. Sorry.
You found it?
Yeah.
All right. Dirk, it is time to train a Vale.
Hey, real quick.
Roll animal. Wait, first tell me the commands you want to teach him in the order you want to teach them to him.
Okay. Also, before that, I would like to ask, can I like use some of my day to train and then the other part of the day to do some hunting?
Yes. Let's start with the animal training.
Okay.
And we still have 3 more questions for Nemea, so I'll put that there.
I want to teach Vale to become my displacer backpack. I'm not sure what that would be. Would that how to describe that?
Okay. You teach him to basically stand. You know that as the days go by, he gets bigger kind of quickly, but you know that he can displace himself and something near him within 5 feet. So
can I just teach him displace?
Yes.
Okay. So animal handling, where are you? There it is.
What else do you want to teach him?
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna write these down. Let me get something, just so I have it.
Put it in chat in the order in which you want to teach him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, guys, I unmuted myself. Like everything on my end was completely muted, so that you guys didn't have to hear. You guys didn't have to listen to all the noise going on there.
Okay.
Thankfully, I never had to speak.
Thank you. You've heard everything?
Yes, I've been listening.
Okay.
Hang on a second. I am gonna do a thing though. I'm gonna mute my for mid TV.
One of the ones.
I should didn't have to.
I was wondering if I could actually get Vale to like specifically attack with its tentacles. Would that be different from a normal just like attack?
No, if you tell him to attack, he's gonna do whatever he wants to do.
Alright, then just attack.
You can't micromanage him.
Alright, I didn't think so. Displace, hide, escape, attack, follow. That's a good one.
You don't need to teach him that. Oh, follow someone else?
Yeah, follow someone else.
Okay, yes.
Like, follow Nemea. Follow whoever.
We'll start with that
now.
Right. Roll animal handling.
Okay.
And 16.
Can you teach him how to stealthily follow someone?
Well,
Yep.
I feel like that would be part of hide.
That's true.
And follow.
Alright, you teach him how to displace, you teach him to hide, and you teach him to escape. He hasn't quite learned attack yet, but he's not quite big enough to make good use of it yet, either. So, you can now tell him to displace on demand, hide, and escape.
Okay.
Right. Now, you're gonna go hunt with him. Give me 7 survival checks.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow, way better than what Amos is rolling.
Well, he did get one, like, double crit, though, so that was pretty awesome.
That's true.
Alright, you also go out and you help. You were actually part of the bear task force that got that bear. And you bag a bunch of deer and some small game, some rabbits and such. You get 400 gold.
Woo.
For your contributions.
Now I'm at 500 even.
Yay. Nemea, is there anything besides asking the questions that you're doing during the week?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask him about that. Is there anything I should do with Dyson, or is he just kind of off doing his own thing now?
Dyson is... You can find him and talk to him. He's kind of brief with all of you. He just seems a little bit annoyed. But he mostly stays on top of the tower in high places.
Okay, so he's kind of made his own home then, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right then.
You can actually see him sort of making a nest up on top of the tower.
All right, so it's just kind of his place then.
Yeah.
Hey, once he grows up though, he can sort of become like a bit of a guardian for the town.
Yeah.
but that'll take a couple hundred years. Still though.
Anyway, anything else? Anything else you're doing?
I guess she could be talking to Sal about potentially getting some better armor, since her armor class is only a 15. She does talk to him about maybe just getting something a bit better than what she has.
He goes, oh yes, we still have some of the dragon part from earlier. Being friendly with him. You're wearing a chain shirt, I see. I can't really make that with dragon scales, but I could make you a set of medium armor.
Well, I'm not proficient with that, I don't think, and also I don't necessarily want to have a dragon scale due to the fact of where it came from is all. She just that one doesn't really quite sit right with her. But she's like, well, whatever. If Dirk brings in any other materials out on his hunts, if you can make any kind of armor out of that, I would be appreciative of it.
I can, now that I have this very polite ooze. It's quite cute. I'm quite fond of it. I can make some pretty good armor. I'll attempt to make a better changer for you. How about that?
Alright, that would work. Thank you. Chelsea's like early on in the week.
Yes, Amos.
You can go ahead and... is there any improved leather armor that I could get, or...
I'll say with the bear, let me roll something real quick. You take the bear leather to Sal.
By the way, Nemea, I'm just gonna assume... Let's just assume that you talked with Dirk, and Dirk was like, yeah, just use whatever materials that are left.
Yeah. I get the sloppy
Sal
seconds.
looks over the armor. He says, yes, I think I could do something with this. And he gets to work with the bear.
Another thing that Maya's gonna be doing is every now and then she's gonna find like a dead
Nice winter cloak.
every now and then Nemea, she's either gonna find like a dead tree or like a rock or something.
Nemea, you have 3 more questions to ask.
Oh, Colt, what about that thing that Sal was working on, speaking of winter cloak, with the bugbear?
Everyone hold on just a second.
Like I was trying to explain something that I was trying to do, and then Colt's like, so, Matt, what do you want to do? I'm just like, I'm explaining this! We can hear his voice whispering to us. This is a very intense moment.
Hey Colt, just for future reference, you can mute yourself if you don't want us to hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can?
Yeah, you can. There's a mute button on Skype.
Yes, you can just do that.
Okay.
That's what I did whenever whenever all those people came in. I muted my my OBS and my Skype.
Right, so, Nemea, your other questions?
I actually want to do something else while, in those first few days. I wanted to experiment with the different commands with my mace to sort of learn a bit more about them, using like dead trees or.
Okay. That Ornstein goes into sort of the village and he starts recounting tales, and he's gonna do that.
Cool.
Cool.
Does hunting take all my time or no?
Hunting takes most of your time. You do have some extra time to do other things. What were you thinking of doing?
Just helping around in the farm area.
They've got it for the most part. You notice that the soil is just really, really awful over there, and the water, having the fresh water at hand helps, but they're just struggling to make anything grow particularly big. Particularly, you notice towards the end of the week, the game near the town is starting to wear thin with how much extra y'all are eating. With all the refugees from the galleon, the town's consumption of food has practically doubled, and the local wildlife simply can't sustain it anymore. As you're, one day while you're walking around there, the orc that you met when you first got off, that Muse mentioned was a druid, actually comes up to you and he says, hey, Amos, was it? Do you have a minute?
Yes.
You're the adventuring type, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm sure you've noticed our fields here, they're getting a little... well, they are kind of barren, and hunting is starting to dry up as well.
Yes, I have.
Well, I was talking with Aluna earlier, and I think I may have a solution, but it could be a little dangerous.
Let me hear it.
Out in the archipelago, out to sea, we know that there's a sea hag out there, a powerful one, but she doesn't usually kill people on sight. She has a magic item called an alchemist's jug, I think. It's capable of producing a near infinite amount of certain alchemical supplies. Aluna can make them herself. It helps fertilize the ground, but if we had that, this farm would just explode with produce.
Alright. I'll try and see if the group will come and help.
Thank you. The sea hag will certainly want something in return for it. She's not going to give it for free, and making deals with her might be a bad idea.
Is that at the end of the week?
Garcenta or Abel, or maybe even Sal, about something to give in return for it. Just try not to make any deals with her, no matter how harmless they seem.
Alright. Can I ask Garcenta about it?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Is that happening at the end of the...
She's there, she's just sort of chilling. You come in at lunch, she's eating a bit of bear, just roasted.
Hey, I'll be right back, you guys.
Alright, this is quite tasty. Hello, Amos, how may I help you?
Can you help us with a sea hag who has an alchemical jug? I'm not sure what I should trade to get it.
Oh, yes, her, I heard. You notice Abel is actually sitting at the side of the room, also eating a bit of bear. He goes, why would you want to deal with her? He says.
Because the farmland needs it in order to provide enough crops to feed the village.
Aye, that could be a good reason. Garcenta looked at him. Abel, do you know of anything? I'm afraid I don't have anything besides the village, and we don't want to put that at risk. Abel reaches into his pocket and takes out a crystal ball. He says, I do. Let her know that the navigator of the Ghostway will offer her 3 questions. She won't take that. She'll haggle for more. But don't give her more than 7. It should be enough.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank you.
can you guys hear me speaking?
So 3 questions from the navigator of the ghost whale.
Yes, and if she will try to haggle up, but he says do not accept any more than 7.
Okay.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently I thought that I've tried to explain and asked, Cole, I felt that I've tried to explain something to you 3 different times, and every time you keep on cutting me off. The reason is because you haven't been able to hear me this whole time, apparently.
I am so sorry, I am not a jerk.
I've been trying to explain something and then ask you questions, and every time I try, you cut me off. I'm not sure if my audience can hear me through that entire time, because apparently I accidentally pressed the mute button on my headset. Apparently that mutes me on Skype. Oh yeah, right, because on Skype you guys are actually using... Okay, can you guys actually... do I sound a bit louder to you guys now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. On Skype, I'm actually talking to you through my headset, not through my laptop microphone. Okay, so like on OBS, everyone can still hear me just fine, but over Skype, you guys are listening to me through my headset, and so that's why that was happening. Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can switch that. Well, I'll deal with it later. But yeah, that explains a lot though, because I'm just like, why is everyone ignoring everything I say?
But you heard everything that happened.
Yes, I've been listening to all of it, but I haven't been able to ask you guys anything because every time I ask, I get interrupted.
Alright, so...
Okay.
Amos, what are you going to do with this information now?
And this is happening at the end of the week, right?
Yes, you still have your 3 questions to ask, though, but it can't be about this.
Okay, yeah.
Well, one of them can be about this.
Yeah.
So, how would you suggest...
Sorry, I was just saying it back.
Hey, Kyle, apparently I've been muted for a while. Apparently I accidentally muted myself.
How would you suggest I get to the archipelago, to the sea hag?
actually been working on, well, the ships outside. They've actually, using their magic and some help from Domdre as well, they've actually been sort of taking apart the ships and then sticking them together to make a larger vessel. We were hoping to use it for fishing.
Okay. Would we be able to take that very easily?
I'm sure this will do for its maiden voyage.
Okay. Can I ask the rest of the group how they feel about helping out?
Yeah, around this time everyone's sort of in town. They'd all either be at their ship boat or around town somewhere. So you can go and gather them up easily.
Can I ask that centaur lady if she had any potions I could take with me? Petrification potions?
Yeah, as you go there, Ornstein is there, and he seems to be just helping her out. Like, okay, so this goes here. He goes, yes, right there. Now mix it up in the Bunsen burner. He goes, oh, hey, Dirk, how are you doing?
Oh, hey, Storyteller. Doing alright.
Hi.
Fails, new tricks, and hunting some big game. Well, normal game.
Okay.
He asked what I was doing, so I told him.
Well, Aluna asked. He goes, what can I do you for?
Well, I was wondering if you had any of those potions, the petrification ones that you were talking about before.
Oh, yeah, the reverse flesh to stone, or stone to flesh instead. Yeah, I have a few available. Some of the hunters are planning to go out pretty far tomorrow, so I need to keep some of them on hand for that, but I can give you one.
Well, I was actually wondering if you could maybe, keep its properties of petrification.
Oh, well then, you'll want to go see Seth for that. I'm harvesting some of that cockatrice venom. That's what you'll be wanting. I think he was done with your sheath, actually.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Alright, you have a great day.
You too.
As you leave, Ornstein sort of finishes up and begins following you, and you run into Amos on your way there.
Well,
Nemea, where are you in all this?
I'm still backwards in the week. I'm still trying to figure out what else I'm doing.
Okay, let's go back in time real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, other than my questions, I want to at some point be experimenting with my mace. This is the fourth time I'm trying to explain this, by the way.
Sorry.
I basically want to test out the two different functions of my mace on like dead trees and like rubble and stuff, try and figure out like what they'll do. I mean, like I understand the basics, but like details maybe, so I can like understand game terms.
Okay. You notice that every day the charges return and they begin glowing again. Pride heals anything the mace touches so long as it is living. And you don't even have to hit it with it. You can just tap them with it and it'll heal them.
Okay.
Healing the bludgeoning again.
And I get 2 charges for...
Shame,
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
You have 1 charge for each. When you say shame, it deals radiant damage to whatever you hit.
Okay. And I get 1 charge for each word.
Yes.
Okay. Alright then. So there are 3 questions. Crap, I completely got thrown off now. For the
Sorry.
next question, what did she last say about being trapped in the amulet? Oh yeah, right. I was gonna ask her, so, you were gonna put Ow in the amulet, and then you wanted to get put in it instead, but don't you want to get out of the amulet?
Of course, I do. The key is elsewhere. I'm not sure where she hid it. You'll have to ask her to find out. Referring to Owl.
Yeah. Alright, that's why I gotta have a full conversation. Actually, yeah, 6th day I'm gonna actually ask her, is there any way we can have like a full-length conversation at some point? Before I find this key to get you out, necessarily.
You would need to loosen the lock somehow.
Awesome.
Another divine being would be able to do so, but they'd never be able to break it, per se. Only the true key can do that.
Alright, and then with my 7th and last question. So what's it like in an amulet?
This can be about the sea hag if you want.
Yeah. Okay, I'm actually gonna ask her about the sea hag. Be like, yo, so there's a sea hag, what's up?
Okay. Well, let's have Amos explain that first.
Okay, then.
So, Amos, you find Nemea as well?
Okay, and can I just explain to everyone what's going on?
Yeah. So you explain that the farms are having trouble, and they use a fertilization potion, but they just can't produce enough of it, and you could go see the sea hag. While dangerous, it would get you the jug, which would get you unlimited of what you need.
Okay, upon hearing that, I'm gonna open my amulet and say, hey, Vizimith... What's her name again?
Let me get my cheat sheet. You think I'm kidding? I actually have a cheat sheet of names.
Well, no, yeah, I just don't know if I would call that a cheat sheet. Visimi. Okay, so, hey, Visimi, apparently there's an old hag out on the sea where you're supposed to get a jug from it. Can you tell us anything about her? That might be helpful.
This is a very old sea hag, but not a stupid one. She will make deals with you, and she will come out on top. There is almost no avoiding it. Be careful what you offer. She will not lie to you, though, when it comes to a deal.
Alright.
Stop people. And then the locket closes.
Wow, I'm a very salty goddess.
Yes. She is the goddess of salt.
She's the goddess of salt.
Goddess of salt. Alright.
Okay, then. I explained this to everyone, by the way, because you all can't hear what she's saying. I just basically translate it.
Alright.
So what was it that the farmland is having some trouble and we need to go talk to a sea hag to help it grow?
Yes, the sea hag has a jug that can produce an infinite amount of basic alchemical supplies that they use to create a fertilizer.
I see. Alright. Yeah, that would be useful, having an infinite supply of basic fertilizer.
Hey guys, so just for... This is something Nemea is saying to everyone. So just for reference, anytime I've ever been in a bargaining situation, a key to something is to not seem too needy, just seem more wanting rather than like you're desperate and you will do anything to get it. Seem more like it would be nice if we had that.
Okay.
Wait, what? Sorry, I was a little confused by that statement.
Basically, this is what Nemea is saying to everyone. She's saying, whenever you're in a bargain, if you don't want to lose too much getting the item you want, one key part of that is to not seem like you need it, because if you seem desperate for it, it'll seem like you'll be willing to give up anything for it.
Okay, yeah, I understand that now. I missed like a word, and when I heard key, I thought you were talking about the key to unlock your lock or whatever, so I was a little confused through different kinds of conversations. So I understand now. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just... This is to you guys, like, do you guys have okay persuasion?
That's a good question.
Yeah, totally. I have absolutely great persuasion.
What's your persuasion again, Kyle?
-2.
Oh, I have +2.
Alright, I have... Oh, okay.
Wait, who has +6?
No, wait. He's gonna try and persuade you into thinking that he has good persuasion. I have wonderful persuasion. Don't you believe me?
No. Okay, but...
Even need to decide, yeah, he's not... Sometimes like, I can be good when I want to be.
Well, you better want to be, then.
Is that what... Is that the... That's what we would use to try and persuade them, not...
I can be really good when I have to be, apparently.
Yeah, you click the persuasion skill, and it'll do that.
It's like, hey, I've had to talk my way out of some pretty hairy situations before, and I've come out on top.
Okay. So...
I get to make you guys believe anything I say right now. Yeah, you know, I once had a chance to become a goddess and I turned it down.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Seth, I don't know. Seth's like avatar is invisible, so when I try to drag something over it, it stops when it hits the invisible outline of his avatar. Okay. Anyway, Sal's over there. And you have noticed working on some of the other two boats, and they've sort of like Frankenstein them together, but kind of neatly into a much bigger boat, with the intention to use it as a fishing vessel. And the families using it have been given houses in the village.
So when was it that I asked him if he could make me the armor? How many days ago was that?
A few days. It was like beginning of the week.
Alright, can I
I also wanted to get my feet.
can I check in on
We're all just going in. We're all just going over there just to see if he has stuff for us. It's like, Sal, where are our orders?
Sal, my man. Come on.
So he has a panic attack.
He goes, I've managed to get everything you asked for. You notice that like the huge rack of weapons is no longer there.
What a huge
Days
rack.
into the week, a band of black-scaled kobolds came in and took it off of him, and just took it back to town. And they left a few guards, a few extra guards standing around the town, like manning these towers up here. So there are a few kobold guards running around. Right. He goes, alright, let's start with the big one, the scale mail of poison resistance. On the table, there is these made of green dragon scales. Is this beautiful scale mail with an added hood attachment for Dirk. And it's like this bright, shining green. And you pull up your character sheet in there. Right. And you notice it also has a mask that you can easily pull up with just a simple motion to help against airborne poisons.
Oh, wonderful.
Poison of scale mail resistance. There we go.
Yay. Can we like can I like sell my other scale mail?
Yes. I'll remove it for you. He takes it. He goes, thanks. I can probably find something to do with this. I don't have any gold to give you right now, but I'll use it as credit for future services.
Fair enough. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm honestly just fine giving it to Sal.
He also gives you a sheath. A new sheath for your katana. And you notice the opening of the sheath has sort of like this cockatrice embezzlement where it looks like you're putting your sword into the mouth of the cockatrice.
Ooh, interesting.
And right where you put it in, there's like a series of buttons and like a few vials near the top of the sheath. And he goes, to start, it has 3 doses. Press this button, he puts up the top, and it'll coat the blade with it. Yeah, it won't last long, so you better coat the blade and make your attack. Basically, the sheath allows you to, as a bonus action, you can poison your blade with cockatrice poison at the moment, or any other poisons you manage to have Aluna synthesize, and you just have to restock whenever you're in Mosswall.
Okay. So I can only do it 3 times though?
Yes, until you come back and get more.
Whew. There's no way I could like pre-prepare some vials.
Aluna and Sal will do it for you. So, like, as the heads produce venom, they'll bottle it up for you.
Okay, alright.
In return for the services you're doing for the town.
Alright.
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 So, have that. I'll add 3 cockatrice poisons. Cockatrice venom. Alright, you have 3 of those, and applying it is a bonus action. Alright. Now, he looks at Nemea, and he goes, I managed to make a pretty good set of armor. It's a pretty shiny set of armor. Did you happen to
is
have
it
a favorite
mithril?
color that you could have told him?
No, she has no favorite color. Because she's been oppressed. She's had a hard life. She's a tiefling.
Okay.
She's been framed for murder. Anyway.
He gives you... It's sort of this, like, black iron chain shirt. It's very well made. The rings are actually smaller than on your current one, but they appear to be harder and even tougher than before. So he...
Alright. I like it. Then she starts changing into which looks everyone, look away, perverts. Because Female, yeah.
You and this whole purple thing.
I don't know, I like doing it, I don't know why. Oh, I just realized my level still says 1, I'm level 2 now. So yeah.
Right, and Amos, he says, it's a very cool bear pelt. I managed to make it into something cool. And he gives you this awesome looking suit of leather armor. Like, the bear's arms come down over your arms. It easily covers your chest, and there's even a hood made of the bear's head.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Can I give him my old leather armor?
Yeah, I'll switch it out in your inventory for you.
Okay.
And you get a set of +1 leather armor. Oh, I accidentally deleted it. So now you look like a snake inside of a bear. It looks awesome.
Does
That's
that,
pretty cool.
Increase my AC? Or no?
It increases it by 1.
Oh, okay. You already did that.
Right.
Of course, my AC is only 16 to have my shield equipped.
One sounds like I'm the only one who didn't sell for anything. I feel left out.
Well, it was your decision.
Oh, well, I was hanging out with Aluna a lot over the last week. He takes out a vial of constantly changing liquid. The liquid is like, it's yellow, then it turns blue, then green, then red, then yellow. I managed to make this out of some of those melons.
What is that?
It's
Can I
black-
use
black
some of that
magic.
in my like sheath?
It's not poison actually, it's a potion.
Oh, okay.
What does it do?
Well, it helps me with some sorcerer things, getting some spells back even after I've used them, and it causes, well, a serious bout of wild magic.
Yeah, we'll call it that. He's totally not high.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't. It actually lost that property with this. It only does some crazy wild magic things.
Oh, well.
Sure.
I managed to make it myself. Actually, I'm quite proud.
That's awesome, storyteller. Glad you could learn something.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, so
Sal, what about my bugbear thing?
he's like, ah, dang it! I knew I forgot something. I'll keep working on it. I need to find more string, so I have to wait for the rangers to kill a spider.
Fair enough.
And so he goes back to work. Alright, it'll take a few hours to get the boat ready. Do you just want to speed through that?
Sure. It's like whenever I turn my videos up to 4 times speed.
So, Abel and some of the orcs, they bring in several barrels of water onto the ship to ensure you'll be able to stock up, as well as what provisions they can. So while you're on the ship, you have at least a week's worth of supplies on there.
Alright.
Right. And Sal gives the ship one last look over before you board, just to make sure it's gonna sail. Yeah, this is pretty. Benjamin, the sailor that actually got you to Moscow, is going to be your captain for this vessel. And just a few other of the sailors as well will be joining to make sure it goes smoothly.
Benjamin, secured yourself a little promotion, did you?
Yeah, I was a little bit higher ranked than everyone else. Not too much, but just enough. So I'll be telling you.
Well, just don't crash this into like an iceberg like you did last time.
That won't happen again, I promise. Anyway.
It wasn't an iceberg. We drew.
Whatever, whatever it was, the rock formation.
Alright, so you board the ship, and you set out. And... okay, I have to be careful with where I put you now. I have a whole bunch of ocean things that look exactly the same. Some of them are spoilers. Okay.
Spoiler! 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 Spoiler!
Okay. And here you are.
I need to zoom out. Ah, there we are. Are we supposed to be seeing this right here?
Yes, that's below deck.
Okay.
So here leads to here.
Okay. So you're saying is there's a connection right here.
Yeah. And you can just about see just down in there.
Okay.
Alright. And you get to go on that seat. That's about an hour since the last switch off. Do you want to try another episode? I can keep going for more, or if you want to...
This is the 3rd episode now?
Yes.
Wow, there's a lot of content today.
Well, I will say this. We can start another one, or we can keep going with this same one, because I feel like the last 2 episodes really haven't had a whole lot. I mean, there's been a lot of cool stuff in my opinion, but maybe for viewers, I'm not sure. It's, you know, they're like, oh, we want the battles.
Lots of talking, lots of upkeep, not a lot of battles.
Yeah, I'm going to end this video, and the next one will have probably the last encounter for today, you guys think?
Yeah.
Alright, so thank you everyone for watching this video. Sorry if it's been a bit boring the last couple episodes, but we're doing a lot of plot and not a whole lot of encountering. But hopefully this next encounter will be very exciting for you. I hope it is.
Full of fumbles and crits and lots of craziness.
Yeah, I hope that Orange Side gets nothing but fumbles and Nemea gets nothing but crits. And then Dirk is kind of like in the middle, and who knows with Amos. Amos, I don't know anymore. Amos is new. He's the new guy, so we don't know what we want from him yet.
Y'all wouldn't even know about this without him.
Yeah,
Well,
this is
they said
Amos is like...
Yeah, I mean, I guess
because of Amos.
I guess that's true, but I'm sure that if Amos hadn't showed up, that they probably would have asked one of us also.
Anyway, end your episode.
Alright. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more content. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter, link in the box below, as well as a whole bunch of other links that you should really check out. And with all that being said, you're not required to have an absolutely fantastic day. You have no choice, and I'll see all you beef people in the next video. Stay freak, everyone. Ciao. Say bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.